Hi everyone and welcome back if you're returning. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So if you've never seen one of my videos before, I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energies. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now all my messages are twin flame related because I'm a twin soul myself. So if you've been guided to my channel for any reason at all, it could be because you are a twin soul, about to meet your twin soul, or already in some sort of twin flame journey, and you're heading towards union in 3D. So that's the opening message. So I'm just, because I'm so distracted, I don't know if you can see us here, but there's little things flying around in front of me right now and it's so distracting. I'm not sure what it is, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I'm just going to go with it anyway. So, and now I'm going to call in my heavenly ancestors, my spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance and protection throughout as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protective light at all times as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request from you, Archangel Michael, that whoever watches this message online right now, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron, sending love, light and gratitude to you all. And so it is. Let's clear the energy. That was so distracting. We were like, ooh, just seeing these little things darting around. Okay. So I'm very excited tonight. Oh, today I had an amazing time because I cleared all my workspace, and I've now made a workspace upstairs in my bedroom because the other night when I was upstairs recording on my laptop, I thought this is actually quite nice, being up in my boudoir where all the magic happens, and by magic I mean meditation and prayer, of course. But it was so nice, so I thought I think I might have a workspace up there as well. So I've rearranged all my space down here, cleaned it all, and I've got like some of my cards down here, card decks here, and I've put some upstairs. And I'm just going to, whenever I feel like having a nice relaxing seat upstairs, I'll do that as well. So we'll start doing that more often. Before I actually get into the message, I'm also excited because now I have had this man's card deck in my wish list in my Amazon for months. And I saw him on Oracle Fest yesterday, on the first day of Oracle Fest, Dr. Stephen Farmer. And I watched him and he made me cry. He's the sweetest man, and his card deck was absolutely gorgeous, and I just thought, you know what, I need to go and buy it right now. And I've spent some time with it today because, like all my Oracle decks, I treat them like any other guest I would to come into my home. I like to spend some time with them. I like them to make them feel comfortable and at home, and I like to really get to know them. So I've been spending time getting to know this beautiful card deck, so I'm going to be using that first in a moment, and I'm so excited about that. So, and the message that I heard, loving you is the easy part. Loving myself is the hard part. There's the energy I'm picking up on here, somebody who's really found it hard to heal from, now it's either some sort of childhood wound or some sort of conditioning here. It could be something from past lives. I've got one past life deck, so I might get some cards. And I've also got my Healing Spirits card, and obviously I'm using the beautiful Nature Spirit messages here as well from Dr. Farmer. So I'm just going to find out what's being healed out through this masculine. Now the song I just heard, And I'm not going to hit the high note because I'll end up like Daryl Hannah in the movie Splash when Tom Hanks says to her, "What is your real name?" And she tried to say her real mermaid name and she smashed all the glasses in the restaurant. So the song, I think it's called Loving You. And it's loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do 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 do. And then the high bar, and I'm not doing that. You get the idea. I think it's called Loving You. I've just heard it before I started this message. But that's what I heard. Loving you is the easy part. Loving myself has been a bit more of a challenge. So I don't know. Let's get into this and we'll see what else wants to come through from this masculine as we go. Any cards I come across, I'm not too sure because I've read the book and I have spent time with each of the cards. So as I say, I always like to get, all my oracle decks are so important to me and I like to give them time. I like to read the books and I like to really get acquainted with them. I would have liked more time with the cards, but I will certainly give it a go and see what wants to come through. They're beautiful cards and I really love them. So I'm just going to let a couple come out. So water, the lifeblood card. And it's so strange because I've just drank like a huge big glass of water right before I did this reading and I just thought how amazing water actually is. And this is the first card to come out. So now this is about emotions as well. This is about balancing out your emotions and having your emotions come out that need to come out, because when you withhold your emotions in, it's really not good for your body, not good for your overall well-being. This is also about making sure you nourish your body with water as well. So the person I'm picking up on, I definitely feel an emotional instability right now, where I feel like they know they love you. That's the easy part. They're trying to find that the strength and courage, I guess, to be able to show you that they love you. But I think they're struggling with belief in themselves, like loving themselves enough. So let's see. And I do feel that's the problem. It's not because this person does love you, they're emotional about you, but I feel they're trying to get themselves into the right kind of headspace, because at the moment they don't fully love and accept themselves. And I'm going to try and find out why. Okay, so definitely emotional. Okay. Oh, I love these two cards. I wondered if the snake would come out, because obviously we're in the year of the snake, so it seems inevitable a snake card comes out in every deck lately. But the eagle card here as well. Now this, like nearly every eagle card in all the decks I have, they generally mean the same thing about how high the eagle can go, how the eagle can rise so high in the sky, and it's a crazy height that eagles can fly, and still their vision is something like 10 times better than ours, even from so many feet up in the air. So I feel this masculine definitely is starting to see things from a different perspective, and they're understanding that they have to leave their old ways behind. They have to shed the old negative mindset they've had around themselves, around relationships, and I do feel with this person there's definitely a lot of past life wounds here, self-doubt, maybe poverty mindset, something like that, that's made this person feel that they're not good enough, and they may have been told that. It's so strange, because I was thinking about this from my own situation today, and when I was really young, my mum and dad thought I was some sort of genius. I could do like jigsaw puzzles, like they were buying me adult ones, like 200 and 300 piece jigsaws, and then my dad would put a stop clock thing on and put it on, and I'd complete it so fast, and I was only a toddler at the time. But as I got older, my older sisters would berate me and tell me I didn't have the brains to do the jobs and stuff I was wanting to do, and all these kind of things. They basically knocked my confidence every time. But yet, my mum and dad used to say that I was really intelligent, really bright. And even in school, I wouldn't say I was certainly not the bottom of the class, but I found it really hard to apply myself in class because I was completely disinterested in a lot of the classes. And a lot of starseeds have that same, and I'm actually going to do like a started message, I think, because a lot of people that I speak to, like via email and things, have the same issue where they felt out of place in school. They didn't feel like they were dumb or anything like that. They just felt they couldn't really engage with the lessons and stuff. And that's kind of like me. But I feel the person I'm picking up on here is kind of not that same energy, but I feel like they've been made to feel like they're not good enough. You know, maybe they have family that's maybe made them feel like they can't go alone. They're being codependent on their parents their whole life, that kind of thing. And I feel this person's now kind of shedding that negativity, getting rid of that negative mindset around themselves here. They're seeing things from a different perspective. You know, this is someone who might have been very codependent on a mother or a father or, you know, older siblings or something like that. Let's see. Okay. Butterfly. So, regeneration. This card was the one I was hoping would come out after Snake, and I'm just so glad it did, because that not only is this masculine now shedding this old skin, realising that the skin that they were trying to hold on to no longer fits their mindset, because I feel this masculine is now going through this transition period, and this just confirms what I felt. It's almost like they've now went into that cocoon. They've shed that skin, and now they're wanting to go into this cocoon and spend some time in that kind of hermit mode where they're evolving and they're changing and they're rejuvenating. Nothing else for it. It's almost like they're growing into their higher self now. They're shedding the old skin and actually coming into their higher self. They're allowing their higher self, and especially with the ego card here as well. Let's see. Oops. Give me one more from here. Oh, I got two more. Look at this. The Jasmine and the Rose. The two cards of, one is about sensual love and sensuality, and one's about love. Pure love. And you know what I love when I was reading this book? When I was reading this book of Dr. Farmer's here, I do a meditation for myself where I visualise my twin flame connection as a rose. And that gives me a good idea of what kind of point my connection is at. And sometimes the rose can be different colours. Sometimes it's white and it's in full bloom. Sometimes it's pink. Sometimes it's like very, very pale pink and kind of half open. But a lot of the times it's like this full red, open, a beautiful blooming rose. And there's been points in my twin flame connection where I visualised it's quite a tight bud, where it hadn't even started to open yet. And so when I saw that in the book, Dr. Farmer suggested you do this, you close your eyes and you picture a rose in your mind's eye, what colour's the rose, what stage of its opening is it at, and stuff like that. And I love that because this is how I visualise my twin flame connection. And it's a really good exercise to do in meditation, just to visualise your twin flame connection. And I'm actually going to do a twin flame meditation very soon. It'll either be maybe tomorrow. But I have a very beautiful twin flame meditation and healing, which I'm going to do at some point tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. But this is a beautiful card because it just signifies everything, doesn't it? It just signifies everything. And just how beautiful love is. And I love the details about the rose that Dr. Farmer put in his book as well, about how the rose is one of the oldest flowers on the earth, and they've actually found fossils of roses, and they really are a true sign of beauty. And I love the connection as well the rose has with Aphrodite and Eros and stuff like that, which I have a lot of connections to those kind of Greek energies, so I love what the rose signifies there as well. But this masculine is definitely figuring out something here while he's in this hermit mode. Love. he's opening up to his highest vibration of love. And I just immediately want to cry. It's so weird. Oh my goodness. Okay. Don't cry, don't cry. It's so strange because I love the smell of jasmine, and again when I was reading through the book I've just connected with this deck so strongly. But jasmine is one of my favourite smells. I buy a lot of stuff that smells of jasmine, and I love the fact that jasmine signifies sensuality, and obviously, you know, it's not just about sexual intimacy here. You know, sensuality is about the sensations you get from touch, from smell. So like even when you're having those sensual moments with your person, it's always nice to have other stimulating things going on, the smell of candles and rose petals and stuff like that. So I love this card, and I feel this masculine really stepping into his very Knight of Cups energy here, his Knight and King of Cups. And I just can't wait to get to the tarot and see what's going on. But this is a truly magical masculine in the fact that he is trying to overcome his own insecurities. He's trying to overcome all the things that's holding him back. But the one thing that he's sure of is love. And it's amazing to me that is the strongest energy that's coming through from this masculine right now. And as I say, he's saying loving you is the easy part. The hard part was, well, the hard part is trying to love myself. I'm going to get a few past life cards here, and then I'll get a few tarot. Let me get, can I get some past life energy for this? Excuse me. Can I get a bit of past life energy through for this masculine or this twin flame couple in general that they might resonate with? I just saw Gandhi, you know, the religious leader. So I don't know if this person has felt like a very strong connection to Gandhi at some point, or has maybe read their books or read his books or something. This masculine is stepping up and being the hero that he is meant to be, because in past lives I feel this person was a very heroic warrior. And I'm seeing Aztec buildings. Something about the Aztecs. Prometheus. Something about Prometheus. So Gandhi, the Aztecs, Prometheus. Centurion. Lifestyle patterns. So let's see what came out here as I was shuffling. Okay. Overworked and wealth. So from the way I see it, this masculine has definitely felt like he's had to work really hard for everything he's had in past lives, to the point where it's been out of balance, where he's been all work and no play. And I feel that's the energy of this masculine as well, where it's almost like they feel, oh, I heard a song earlier, and it's called Call Me Mr. In Between. It's a really old song, and I don't really know it, but I heard Call Me Mr. In Between, and I just googled Call Me Mr. In Between because that's the only line I knew, and I looked at the words of the song, and it says, I just work because I'm too old for I don't know, too old for love, or too old, I don't know, there's something about a masculine who just felt that they worked to try and ignore the fact They didn't want to, they felt they were too old to open up to love now. They were too old for girls, too young for women. But they were just working to try and ignore the fact that they wanted love. And that's the energy I'm picking up on here with this card. And I feel in past life this masculine put too much focus on hard work. This masculine has definitely been wealthy at some point though, and maybe that's why he's worked so hard in other lifetimes, because he's remembered being wealthy in a past life. He's remembered being wealthy and having a lot of money and having riches of some kind. He could have been royalty or a god or a goddess or something, especially with that Prometheus energy coming through. But there's something, he may have been working really hard to get back to this kind of wealthy energy. And Archangel Michael here, strength, courage and letting go. And this is what I feel the energy of the masculine's in now in this lifetime. It's almost like he has to let go of his need for, I feel this masculine has definitely that Four of Pentacles energy where he's putting the coin in front of his heart chakra. And maybe in past lives he's focused too much on money and not enough on love as well. But now I feel this masculine's suffering from self-doubt. Joy, gratitude and intuition. So in past lives this masculine has definitely been entitled to some sort of blessings or some sort of joy and happiness in their life. And maybe they've just not had the courage to actually take it. And this is the relationship pattern card. So you and this person could have been repeating the same patterns over and over and over again in your connection, which means, you know, rather than like a lot of people I see that've got these relationship patterns, they do the same thing over and over, whether it's allowing themselves to be a third party or allowing the masculine, you know, to treat them unfairly, or, and it's not always, sometimes it's the feminine, you know, that is in the relationship pattern. But look, it came out with the Lovers card. So this is a masculine and his counterpart here who've definitely both had a wealthy life at some point, filled with joy, filled with intuition. They could have been like high priest and high priestess. Maybe they were a pharaoh and a queen in Egypt, or king or queen of Atlantis or something. They've had a wealthy lifestyle. They've had a beautiful story at one point, filled with love, filled with joy, filled with peace, filled with money. And now I feel this masculine's been working to get that back again in every other lifetime. But there seems to be some sort of karmic pattern that you and this person had to break free from. Give me one more. Give me one more about this connection. About why this relationship pattern here. What was this relationship pattern? What was this relationship pattern? Parent, child, and family. So there could have been something here to do with parents. Now, remember I said to you at the start, this masculine may have been codependent on a parent or something. So this masculine could have been making the same relationship pattern with you, where they were allowing family to control them. Instead of just letting their love for you shine through and stand up for the love they had with you in past lives, they were maybe convinced by a family just to work, and that money was more important and that love wasn't. Something like that. That's what I'm picking up on here. And I think this masculine's had to have some courage here to close down something with family, with their parents. Maybe they've got an overprotective mother who maybe told them you're better to work than get tied down in a relationship, something like that. Very controlling mother energy who's telling them just to work. It's more important to have money than have a relationship. But you and this person, so there obviously has been some sort of family situation that has kept this masculine from fully opening up to love again. You've definitely had it in one lifetime with this masculine. You've definitely had that perfect connection. And I feel this masculine has been striving to find that again, but constantly messing things up. because they've been very much, I feel, influenced. I'm not going to say controlled because that's too strong a word. Influenced by a mother, a family, a father, something like that. I do get maternal energy. Archangel Uriel, passion, spirit and connection. So definitely this masculine has definitely had a strong connection to spirit as well, and I think he's opening up more to that now, for sure. He's sitting in that energy of shedding with the snake and the butterfly transformation. Imprisonment, persecution and judgment. Give me one more. Just give me one more just to balance this out here. Let's balance out this past life story with what I'm picking up on here. So I'm definitely tying up, there's something here about a family that's caused you and this person to go your separate ways, or to cause this person to reject you and focus on money or something like that. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. So personal power, I'll take this one. Because I feel that's the energy the masculine's in right now. Strength and determination. I feel he is definitely stepping into this energy. And I think he's now understanding that his family has influenced him again in this lifetime. I think he's probably remembering. Yeah, he is remembering inspiration, mysteries and the Akashic records with Archangel Raziel. He's remembering. He's remembering here. He's remembering that his family have definitely influenced him in other lifetimes when it comes to you and his, and I'm saying his, you know, obviously just switch it around. Yeah, I feel that you and this person have had an idyllic life. At one stage in past lives, you and this person had an idyllic life. But something about a family here, as I say, a parents, codependent parents or something who've tried to control this person, and, you know, something like that. And I picked that up from the start, but this masculine has been riddled with self-doubt themselves, and it's almost because it doesn't matter if they've got the most controlling mother in the world. If that mother has never actually showed them any love or told them how important they are or how special they are or how loved they are, they're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe they're lovable. So they could have had a very controlling mother who wanted them around all the time, and who, you know, to, you know, go and do my shopping, you know, do this for me, do that for me, but they may never have shown them any appreciation or showed them. So I do feel there's a couple of things working through this masculine. Self-doubt about if they were lovable, if they were enough, and also a family, a parent or something who influenced them. So let's see. Give me a bit of energy through here with the tarot for this connection, please, and thank you. Ten of Wands. This masculine's ready to leave the burdens of